Welcome students. In previous lecture we discussed about the phenomenon of self-inductance. So in self-inductance we see that there will be production of induced EMF due to rate of change of current flowing through that same coil or same circuit. And today we are going to see about the next or another concept, that is a mutual inductance. In self inductance we consider a one coil, and if we change a current flowing through that one coil, the EMF is induced in that same coil due to rate of change of current flowing through the same coil. So instead of a one coil, if we take a two coil, that is coil 1 and coil 2, and if we placed in vicinity of each other or close to each other, then what happens in the production of induced EMF? So let us consider the two coils, that is coil 1 and coil 2. Here coil 1 is connected to battery, plug key and rheostat, so that the current flowing through first coil may be changed, while the coil 2 is connected to the galvanometer. Generally coil 1 is called as a primary coil, and which is considered as a input or connected to a battery, and while the coil 2 is always called as a secondary, and it is connected to galvanometer. Okay, so what will be happen if the current flowing through first coil is changed, then the magnetic flux linked with the secondary coil changes and EMF is induced in the secondary coil. This phenomenon is called as a concept of a mutual inductance, that is the production of induced EMF in the secondary coil or coil 2 due to change in a current flowing through a primary coil or primary circuit. That is the phenomenon of production of induced EMF in the secondary circuit due to change in current passing through the primary circuit is called as a mutual inductance. So see in the details. So if we place a two coils as shown in figure, the coil 1 is called as a primary coil, coil 2 is called as a secondary coil, which is connected to galvanometer, while first is connected to battery. Suppose the IP is the current in a primary produces the change in magnetic flux in a secondary, that is phi s. If IP is increases, the phi s goes on increasing. IP decreases, phi s goes on decreasing. That is IP is directly proportional to phi s. So the phenomenon of mutual induction, that is the production of induced EMF in a secondary circuit due to change in a current flowing through primary circuit. So we have the relation between phi s and IP is such that the phi s is directly proportional to IP. That is the magnetic flux associated with the secondary circuit is directly proportional to current flowing through that primary circuit, that is phi s is directly proportional to IP. So we have phi s is directly proportional to IP. Now introduce a constant m, then we have phi s is equal to m into IP, and therefore m is equal to phi s divided by IP. So m is a constant, and that constant is called as a coefficient of a mutual inductance, and it is the ratio of phi s to IP, that is the ratio of magnetic flux of secondary circuit to current flowing in primary circuit. So derive the expression for that m, which is called as a coefficient of mutual inductance or mutual only inductance. So according to Faraday's law, the induced EMF ES, that is the induced EMF in secondary circuit, is given by equation rate of change of magnetic flux through a secondary, that is minus d phi s by dt. But phi s that is equal to MIP. Now substitute this, we get minus d dt MIP. So M is a constant, so take outside from the derivative sign, we have E suffix S, that is induced EMF in a secondary circuit is equal to minus M dIP by dt. Therefore, M can be given as, considering only magnitude, that is ES divided by dIP by dt. So what is the M? That is the coefficient of mutual inductance. Now how we can define it? That is, it is the ratio of, so coefficient of mutual inductance can be defined as, or it is the ratio of induced EMF in a secondary circuit to rate of change of current flowing through the primary circuit or coil 1. So once again, the coefficient of mutual induction is the ratio of induced EMF in a secondary circuit or coil 2 to the rate of change of current flowing through primary circuit or coil 1. So this is the definition of coefficient of mutual inductance, and it is the formula considering only magnitude, that is the magnitude of ES upon dIP by dt. So we have M that is equal to modulus of E suffix S divided by dIP by dt. Hence, mutual inductance is defined as the value of induced EMF produced in the secondary circuit per unit change in the current flowing in primary circuit. So, what are the factors affecting on the mutual inductance? So, there are two coils, that is coil 1 or primary coil, and second, that is a coil 2 or secondary coil. So, first factor, that is the geometry of that two coils, such as size of coil, shape of coil, or number of turns and nature of material of the coil. So another, that is the relative displacement or placement or orientation between two coils, that is two coils either may be parallel or inclined or perpendicular or in the same direction. So these are the factors on which the coefficient of mutual inductance depend, that is the geometry of two coils, like as the shape, size, number of turns of the coils, and the nature of material of the coils, and also the relative displacement or placement between the two coils. The SI unit of mutual inductance is also Henry, subunit millihenry, microhenry, and M is given by equation E suffix S divided by dIP by dt, and we know that the SI unit of E suffix S, that is volt. Now we can define from this formula the 1 Henry. So if ES is equal to 1 volt and dIP by dt is equal to 1 ampere per second, then the M, that is equal to 1 Henry. So one can define the mutual inductance is 1 Henry as the mutual inductance between two circuits is said to be 1 Henry if EMF induced in the secondary circuit is 1 volt due to unit rate of change of current flowing through the primary circuit. So this is the definition of 1 Henry. What is that? It is the ratio of ES to dIP by dt. So mutual inductance or coefficient of mutual inductance is said to be 1 Henry if induced EMF in secondary circuit is 1 volt due to unit rate of change of current flowing through the primary circuit, that is 1 ampere per second. So then M, that is 1 Henry if corresponding to 1 ampere per second rate of change of current in the primary circuit, the induced EMF produced in the secondary circuit is 1 volt, then mutual inductance of two circuit is 1 Henry. So this is the definition from your textbook. That is the definition of 1 Henry. So there is another article, that is the coefficient of coupling between two circuits. So if we keep the two circuits close to each other, the all portion of first coil cannot be reached to the coil 2. That proportion is measured in terms of K, and that is called as the coefficient of coupling. We know that the inductance of any circuit, mutual inductance is given by equation. So M, that is equal to ES divided by DIP by dt. So if M is directly proportional to ES, so the inductance, mutual inductance of any circuit is proportional to induced voltage. That is, M is directly proportional to ES. So for mutual inductance, M is directly proportional to E21. So what is E21? Is the induced EMF in the secondary coil, coil 2, due to the portion of flux from the coil 1 reaching the coil 2. And suppose phi 1 is the flux of coil 1, then the portion K phi 1 will be reached to the coil 2. So it may be in percentage 50%, 75%, 80% or 100%. So where K is called as a coefficient of coupling, and it is the measure of portion of flux that reaches the coil 2, which is in the vicinity of coil 1. So coefficient of coupling can be defined as it is the measure of portion of flux that will be reaches to coil 2 from coil 1, which are kept close to each other or vicinity of each other. But induced EMF is also proportional to number of turns of coil. We see in the definition of Faraday's electromagnetic induction, that is induced EMF E is d phi by dt, and that will be n phi b by dt. That is, E is directly proportional to number of turns of the coil. Therefore, induced EMF in the secondary coil is directly proportional to number of turns of coil 2. That is, E21 is directly proportional to N2. And similarly, from this, E21 is directly proportional to K phi 1, that is the portion of flux of coil 1 reaches the coil 2. Now combine these two equations. So we have E21 is directly proportional to N2 and E21 is directly proportional to K phi 1. If we combine these two equations, we have E21 is proportional to N2 into K phi 1. So N2 number of turns of coil 2 or secondary coil, K coefficient of coupling between that two coils or circuits, and phi 1 magnetic flux associated with the coil 1 or primary circuit. But phi 1, that is magnetic flux, is also directly proportional to N1, that is the magnetic flux associated with coil 1 is directly proportional to number of turns of coil 1. Therefore phi 1, that is proportional to N1. So E21 is directly proportional to N2 into K N1, where N1 are the number of turns of primary coil or coil 1. So we have E21 is directly proportional to K into N1 N2, where K coefficient of coupling between two circuit, N1 number of turns of coil 1 and N2 number of turns of coil 2. But the self inductance L is directly proportional to N square, number of turns, square of number of turns. So we can write as N1 is proportional to square root of L1 and N2 is directly proportional to square root of L2. So we can write, replace N1 N2 by under root L1 L2. Then we can see that E21 is directly proportional to K under root L1 L2. So E21 is the EMF induced in a coil 2 due to current flowing through coil 1 is directly proportional to K under root L1 L2, where K is the coefficient of coupling between that two coil 1 and 2, L1 self inductance of coil 1 and L2 self inductance of coil 2. So we see that E21 is directly proportional to M, therefore replace E21 by M. So we can write that M is equal to K into under root L1 L2, but therefore K is equal to M divided by under root L1 L2, that is K, coefficient of coupling, can be given by equation M upon under root L1 L2, where M, that is the coefficient of mutual inductance, L1 self inductance of coil 1 or primary circuit, and L2 the coefficient of self inductance of coil 2 or secondary circuit. You may be given the value of M, L1, L2, you have to determine the value of K, and the value of K may be ranges from 0 to 1. So coefficient of coupling K between the two circuit may be ranges from 0 to 1. If K is equal to 1, it may be asked for MCQ. If K is equal to 1, then we can say that the two coils are said to be perfectly coupled. If K is greater than 0.5, then we can say that the two coils are tightly coupled. If K is less than 0.5, we can say that two coils or two circuits are loosely coupled, and if K is 0, then two circuits or coils are said to be not coupled. So these are the different conditions when K is equal to 1, when K is less than 0.5, when K is greater than 0.5, and when K that is equal to 0. If the two coils are wound on the common iron core, the K can be considered as a unity or 1. And this will be happen in case of transformer, both primary and secondary wounds on the same iron core. If the two coils are wound on the two separate iron cores, then K will be depends on the distance between two coils and the angle of orientation between the axis of two coils. So K depends on the distance between two coils. If we increase the distance, K decreases, and if we increase the angular orientation, again K decreases. If the coils are parallel, then K will be maximum. If the coils are parallel, K will be maximum. If the coils are perpendicular or right angles to each other, the K is minimum. So this is the some information related to coefficient of coupling. For radio coils, K lies between 0.001 to 0.05. So this is about the coefficient of coupling and some information about that. Now we have see the expression for mutual inductance between the two coils. So the mutual inductance between two coils may be given by equation mu 0 mu r N1 N2 A L1, or here mu 0, that is the permeability of free space or air, mu r, that is the relative permeability of core, N1 number of turns of coil 1, N2 total number of turns of coil 2, A area of coil 1. If R1 is the radius of first coil, then A1 that is equal to pi R1 square, and L1 is the length of coil 1. So it may be written as mu 0 mu r N1 N2 pi R1 square L1. So this is the expression for the mutual inductance between the two coils, where mu 0 permeability of free space, then mu r relative permeability of core, it may be soft iron or air. For air, mu r that is equal to 1, N1 number of turns of coil 1, N2 number of coils 2, then A pi R1 square, that is the area of cross section of coil 1, and L1 is the length of coil 1. Thus, coefficient of mutual inductance depends upon the medium, that is mu 0, and geometry of the coils, that is N1 N2 pi R1 square L1. So this is about the mutual inductance.